Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here, and September has officially ended. Thank you for waking me up.
Don't wanna be an American idiot. Don't want a nation under the new media.
1994. That was the year that I pulled myself out of the 1960s music-wise and discovered a pop-punk threesome who went by the name of Green Day. They were the band that my mother said would never amount to anything, and almost 20 years later they are now one of the most decorated, most famous pop-punk bands in the history of music. They were the first band that I ever heard that was loud, that was brash, that actually used swear words in their music. And now they've finally come out with their 9th studio album called Uno. Now this is going to be a good review session for me because this is actually going to be a trilogy. Of course, as you all know, Green Day went back into the studios after 21st Century Breakdown about a year ago, and they just kept recording. So much, in fact, that they are now coming out with 2 more albums after Uno, and everybody already knows what they're called because they are just so hyped right now. So this is the first part of 3 review segments. So what can I say about Uno? Well, I'm glad for a couple of things. Green Day had gone into this little rock opera stage from American Idiot and 21st Century Breakdown, a very serious political statement, very similar to what punk was doing in England when it first came out in the late 1970s with The Clash and the Sex Pistols. But now they decided to come back to their roots that they began with, their garage punk roots of Kerplunk and Dookie and Insomniac, and they are being kids again, even though these guys are already pushing 40. That is absolutely crazy to think. I enjoy that, and I like the fact that the music is what it is right now. The songs in the album are very fun, they're very good listens, like Carpe Diem, Let Yourself Go, the big single, Oh Love. So it's fun, it's punky, it's the classic Green Day, and I like the fact that they're cutting loose and just, acting like kids again. However, I have to say that this first of 3 albums is a little overhyped. There were people that were saying that, oh, not only did they go back to the pop-punk roots of their early years, but it sounds like Dookie and Insomniac. That's not true. As someone who has every single one of Green Day's albums, including their B-side album Shenanigans, it just does not sound like songs like When I Come Around, and Burnout, and Pulling Teeth, and Basket Case. That's not what Uno sounds like. It sounds more like Warning, with Blood, Sex, and Booze, and Minority. Like, that sound that Dookie and Insomniac has is just not there, and it's so hard to describe. Again, I'm not pooping on this album by any means. This is a good, fun album. But if you know what Green Day is inside and out like myself, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. The lyrics are there, but the sound is just not. There's that guitar riff that is played throughout their first few albums that's just not there. And I'm really hoping that it will show up before this trilogy is over. However, I'm just going to keep continuing with this trilogy with an open mind. I've listened to Uno many times, and I have enjoyed the listen. And I am very much looking forward to Dose and Trey when they come out in November and January, respectively. And how about this for an interesting fact? Did you guys notice that Green Day is no longer a threesome? They have a second guitarist in their band now. So they are now a 4-man group, which I find very intriguing because this band has been a threesome as far back as I can remember. But for now, it's a good listen. If you're a Green Day fan, you'll enjoy it. But I just don't think that you're going to find that old-school feeling that you're looking for. So guys, comment, like, and subscribe, and the question that I'm going to leave for you today is, what is your favorite Green Day album? My favorite is Insomniac. Dookie is a classic, one of the greatest albums ever composed, but Insomniac is just something truly different and special in the world of Green Day. I am the Lawn Gnome, and remember that actions speak louder than words, and I will see you for part 2 of this review.
Far away.